Hey guys, welcome back to the Blade Bloodhound. Tonight we're going to look at a 2001 Case Medium Toothpick. So I found this knife at the flea market probably a few months ago. Not real sure of when it was, but a guy had a bunch of knives up there. I mean a lot of them. I had got there late to the show because I don't like to get up early. But I got there late. There's a lot of people already bought a ton of knives. For some reason, this one was still on the table. He had a big old knife roll, just had tons of knives in it. Actually, I picked up another super cool one, and we'll do a video on it too later. But this one, I was really excited to get. It was a medium toothpick. It had rosewood handles, and the shield on it is shaped the shield really drew me to it. The shield is like a diamond shaped shield, which has really cool script in it. But I'll show it to you when we get to the table. On this knife here, it's 2 blades. So that's another neat thing. So it's just an overall cool knife. I didn't have a rosewood toothpick. I didn't have a 2-blade toothpick other than a fish scaler, a fish knife. But this one, had the 2 blades in it and just was in great shape. The price was right. Actually, it's a real funny story when I picked it up. And I will tell you that when we get to the table, I'll just break all that down while we're looking at it and let y'all know. One of the guys that I buy from a lot at the flea market, he was somehow connected with this deal, and I'll tell you how it worked out. Anyway, guys, let's go to the table. We'll check it out and see what you guys think. All right, guys, we are back. Let's take a look at this knife. So the crazy story I was going to tell you. So this guy had a roll of knives. I mean, knives everywhere. And one of the guys that sells at the flea market, we've kind of become friends. I talk to him a lot. I'll go by and we'll just shoot the bull, even if we're not buying knives or trading or messing with them. And he showed up when I was over there looking at the knives. So this one was in a roll with a ton of other knives. The man that had the knives said, hey, how about you buy all of them for $500? I did the math. I mean, it worked out, but there wasn't knives I wanted in there. This was really the only one that really, this one and another one struck me. So anyway, my buddy went over there and he pulled out all the Case knives and he said, do you want to buy any? And I said, well, you go ahead and work your deal and then I'll get with you later. And that was the crazy part of the story, but I will tell you all that in a second. So, first of all, I love the shield on this knife. I don't know why it does better if you zoom in, but see how that shield was? It had like the diamond shape here, but it had the Case script. I had never seen that. I mean, I've seen a lot of Case knives, and I had never run across that shield. After doing a little research later, I found that they only did it with a particular year, and they made a couple of different knives with it. I've seen one since. But it's got the rosewood handles. Of course, you've got your normal brass liners. The wood on this is really pretty. I need to polish it up. When I bought it, I just put it up with some other knives I had, so I really haven't had time to clean on this one yet. But I will. I'll get out some Never Dull and make these bolsters pop. Let's take a look here at the blade. I'm going to zoom out again. Give us the most view here. So you can tell this blade is in great shape. Has full blade. It has some scratches on it. Someone's used it a little. You can tell right there, see? So it has been used a little, so it's not a big deal. One way, when you're on eBay, you got to be careful, because see, if you look at it this way, let's see, if I took a picture of this, or if I was an eBay seller and was trying to trick someone and took a picture like that, I mean, that's clean as a whistle. Then you get the knife and you notice, okay, it's got some scratches here and there. You know, camera angle has a lot to do with stuff. So it does have some scratches on it, but it was a great price. And we'll get to that in a minute. Let's go over here to the old Tang stamp. As you can tell, it has the lightning S with the long line, so that's a 2000s. Let's see, there is X's and dots on this. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 9. So we know it's a 2001. Every time I zoom in, I have to zoom out. I feel like I'm back and forth with you guys. But a full blade, I mean, no one's really whittled on it. When it has some scratches on it, I can take those out when I clean it. I don't know if I will, just because I'm not that peculiar with it. Some people will. They'll sand it with sandpaper. They'll, you know, I'll usually use like a little light abrasive rub on it. It'll take that off, but I don't know if I'll do anything or not with it. I probably won't. The back side of the blade has nothing on the main blade. As you can tell, it has some scratches as well. These mirror polish, not mirror polish, but the stainless steel sometimes with the case will scratch easily. It is kind of like a mirror polish. But it's got little scratches here and there. Let's see how this snap's gonna work for us. It's got snap. It's not a real heavy snap, but it's got a snap. What I liked about this one though is it had the two blades. It had a pin blade. Let's do it like this. And this model on this one is a 7, which stands for wood, 2 for the number of the blades, and 94, I guess, is the model. So it's 720094 USA stainless steel. Has the old half moon nail nick here. This blade is in good shape. It's got a little discoloration there, which I can clean that off. May have, let's see, since we're being all in it, I think that's just goop on it. Yeah, it is. I just need to clean that blade. I was looking to see if it had a nick, but it's just goo on there. Cool blade, nice pin blade. It's pretty long. I mean, it's a good sized pin blade. I thought about carrying this knife for a while and then I didn't. Let's check the old snap on this side. Oh yeah. Again, it's got a half moon here as well. They could have put a long nail pull, that would have been cool, but most of your toothpicks do have the half moon. I'm gonna get us a tape measure out. I'm trying to reach as I'm talking. Let's get us a length on this bad boy. So it's 4.5 inches long. So it's a medium toothpick. You know, those small toothpicks are nice, but they are so small that a lot of times they about get lost in your pocket. This is a good size, 4.5 inch knife. So I mean, it's got some good length to it. But of course, on all toothpicks, those blades are almost as long as the actual, let's see here. Yeah, the blade's almost the full length, as you can see. So when it comes down, I mean, you may have not even half an inch probably. Toothpicks are always like that. Cool knife though. Supposedly, they said that toothpick knives were more of a Western type stick-you knife back in the day. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's definitely a cool design. like I told y'all before, I'm not a huge fan of toothpick knives, but I did carry a small one once for a while, and they really are useful. I mean, I wouldn't, do heavy duty work with it, but light work does well. So anyway, like I was telling y'all earlier, so when my buddy bought these, he took a stack of case knives and just, stacked them up. And, he always works a deal where he buys, the more you buy, the better the deal. So he had, I think, how many did he have? I think he had 5 of them out. And he said $125, that's $25 a piece. So anyway, it was funny, before he got there, the man that was selling this was trying to sell it to me for $35. And I said, I don't know, I'm gonna think on that one a little bit. And I started looking at some other stuff. So my buddy bought all 5 of them for $125. Now, again, he is a seller at the flea market. He's not there for buddies and friends. He's there to, usually turn a profit. He's one of those guys that usually just turns a small one, though, I will say that. But anyway, he took them onto his table. I said, hey, I'm interested in the toothpick. I'll come over and see you in a minute, so just hang on to it. So he hung on to it, and I went over there and said, all right, what you got on it? I figured he'd say 30, and I'd save at least $5 anyway. But anyway, he said, no, just go ahead and give me 25. I think 25 will work. I said, all right, well, sounds like a plan to me. So maybe he is a buddy after all. So anyway, we got this one for $25. You're not gonna find many case knives in this condition for that price. And I just liked it. I'm telling you, that shield is what sold me. If it hadn't had that crazy shield on it. And because I hadn't seen that shield, I immediately went to the, wow, this is a limited edition. This is some kind of rare one. And then maybe 6 days later or a couple weeks later, I was at the flea market and another guy had this knife in a whittler style. And he knows a lot about knives, and he was telling me that it was actually a run they did, and they did all the shields with the wood like this. It was only the wood handled ones. So I guess they did it in 2001, but it was just really, really neat. A really cool knife. I thought it was a good design, and I thought it was a good price. Let me know what you guys think about it. But it was definitely worth it to me, and it was a good addition to the collection of toothpicks that I have. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. Like, subscribe, hit that like button, tell your friends. If you have any questions, comments, say you have all these and you're missing this one, you can reach out to me and see what we can do. My email is bladebloodhound@gmail.com. All comments are responded to, so leave a message, tell me what you think. All right, guys, y'all have a great one, and talk to you next time.